This is not at all how I imagined my Singapore trip to begin.
To give you the full context, let's rewind a little bit. This summer, we created a pro team. We also created a Road to LA 28 series on YouTube to document them. Everyone was swimming well, people began following our journey, and we even made it to the World Championships. We felt like we were building good momentum. We were having fun, working hard, and looking forward to what was next. We didn't want anything to stop us. But eventually, that momentum stopped when Sean faced a medical emergency.
Sean's in the ER now.
An unexpected roadblock that changed everything. It started on what was supposed to be an exciting trip to the World Championships. Right before Marina and Santo's first race at Worlds, Sean messaged us. He was in the ER with internal bleeding. At first, it seemed stable.
And then he actually discharges himself from the hospital against the doctor's advice. He discharges himself from the hospital to try and to go coach, but I guess he still had more bloody diarrhea, and then somehow he doesn't know how he got back into the hospital because I guess he fainted or something.
That's when I knew it was serious. I changed everything, my flight, my hotel, and within hours I was on a plane to Singapore. When I arrived, Sean had been discharged. For a moment it seemed like things were fine. We even had dinner together that night, but a day later the bleeding came back.
And then we get a text saying Sean has bloody diarrhea once again. At the time we thought, okay, maybe it just might be a little flare-up, nothing too bad.
By the next morning, it was worse. When we saw him, he was pale, weak, and could barely walk.
So we had plans for breakfast with Raphael and Sophie, but we told them, look, we got to rush over to Sean's place. We're going to take him to the hospital. And then Raphael and Sophie, they were a big lifesaver for us. Sophie's dad is a doctor, and Sophie's dad recommended us to I think he called it a GI doctor. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Basically, Sophie's dad introduces us to a very good doctor, one of the top doctors in Singapore, and says, go to his clinic, he'll give you a colonoscopy. Or we go to Sean's hotel. When we get there, Sean looks extremely pale and he could not really walk. So we pack all his stuff, we get him in the taxi, but when we walk him to the taxi, even I had to kind of like hold him up because he wasn't strong enough to walk properly.
At the clinic, things spiraled quickly.
And then we get him to the clinic, but as we arrive at the clinic, his condition worsens even more. And at the clinic, he goes bloody diarrhea like 4 or 5 times. And I had to take him to the bathroom when he was doing that. And as I took him, I could hear how much blood was coming out of him. And that kind of freaked me out because it just looked like it just sounded like he was dumping buckets of blood into the toilet. And I looked into the toilet, it was just straight up blood. It wasn't stool or anything, it was just blood coming out. The doctor basically says he's got something called diverticulitis. Basically, it's I think it's like when an artery in your colon ruptures. And in Sean's case, it was an extreme case of it where he was just losing way too much blood.
And then everything collapsed.
I take him to the bathroom one last time, and this time he dumps out a lot of blood. At this point, he wasn't making much sense. He kept saying, I forget what he was saying, but he was talking to me not making a lot of sense. I get him back into the clinic. As we get into the clinic, on the wheelchair, Sean starts to, he basically passes out. But the way he passed out freaked me out completely because first his eyes started rolling backwards and he kind of started seizing a little bit and his arms kind of locked into place, and that really freaked me out. I thought he was gonna die.
The GI specialist stabilized him with an IV and kept him alive until the ambulance arrived. Those 15 minutes were the longest of my life. The ambulance rushed him to the nearby ER and we wheeled him to the ER exam room. We weren't allowed into the room as the doctors and nurses were stabilizing Sean with oxygen and saline while monitoring vitals.
When Sean was in the ER, I was actually like bawling my eyes out. It was just probably a lot of stress, and I felt a lot of relief when he went into the ER.
The doctor said he's in stable condition, so he's good. Hopefully he will recover, and hopefully they find what's causing the bleeding in his colon, and then...
Looking back now, I'm incredibly grateful. Raphael and Sophie, their family, and the doctors, they saved Sean's life. That emergency changed the whole trip. Training stopped, racing plans shifted, but it gave us perspective.
and we learned a lot. It kind of acted as a whole reset for Sean. I think Sean, he worked way too hard this summer. He's gonna use this as an opportunity to kind of slow down. Sean, myself, and Thibaut, and our whole staff and team, we were pushing hard on the gas pedal, and it's gonna be a reset for our company. We have a lot of new projects coming up and a lot of exciting stuff coming up, so we need to stay healthy for that, obviously. But health is wealth. Health is the most important thing. Without health, there's nothing.
Our Singapore trip began with one of the scariest moments of our lives, but it ended as a reminder. Health is everything. Here's how the rest of the trip went.
Okay, we just came back from the hospital and we're gonna get a light swim in. I feel so like mentally strained and stressed right now that I'm probably just gonna float around. Raphael invited me to train at his triathlon practice. He runs a triathlon club, but they have generously adopted me for the day, so I'm gonna join them. All right, Raphael, what's the name of your club team again?
Meta Sport.
Okay, Meta Sport, Gotcha. And you guys run a triathlon?
Yeah, triathlon club.
Triathlon club, okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Welcome to our swim session.
Okay.
Not quite as fast as ASP, but it's a different sport, different requirement.
Well, what's today's practice going to be like?
Good question, I don't know. But I'll be honest, she's busy writing the set.
Okay,
But it's going to be speed, lots of faster, but fast relative to triathletes. So, 400 pace.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
fast,
yeah,
that's
something,
fast. 400
okay.
pace is
Got
fast
it,
for us.
got it, okay.
Yeah.
I try my best.
Yeah, the water's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's a wrap. Raphael, Coach Raphael and Fiona, very nice posting me with their triathlon workout. Completely honest, I felt like trash today. Something weird happened that never happened to me. I forgot how to swim almost, and I'm almost entirely sure that this is just due to stress. It's been a very long day. I barely ate anything and super tired, and jet lag's kicking in. We're gonna go out to dinner with Raphael. He said he's gonna take us to some local cuisine. So I'm looking forward to that. Just need to be able to calm myself down, get out of this stressful situation, and we'll be good to go.
How do you feel this morning?
Much better.
What'd you have to do last night?
I got my second colonoscopy, and they clipped two potential ruptured artery sites, and they cemented, I don't know if that's the word that they use, but they cemented the potential artery sites and potentially stopped all the bleeding. My hemoglobin is still at 8.8, so it's still pretty low, but feeling much better than yesterday.
What's normal hemoglobin is what, 13?
Yeah, normal range is like 13, 15.
And dangerous is like 6 or 5, right?
Dangerous is like 7.
7. You were at 7 yesterday. But it's a very, very nice ICU. It's like very pretty.
Visited Sean this morning in the hospital, and we're gonna get some Indian food with Raphael for breakfast today. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
We can do, let's do outside. Inside is a little bit slippery because
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
clean the floors.
Okay. Ginger coffee.
I guess.
It's very strong ginger. I like it. I like the taste of ginger. You know, in a lot of Southeast Asian countries, like Vietnam, Canada, you go up north a little bit, there's a risk of food poisoning, right? Is that the same with like hawker centers and food stalls in Singapore, or not as
Almost
much?
zero.
Almost zero. Okay,
Like,
it makes sense though.
You
Yeah.
have to be really unlucky, and you probably just be like one guy.
Yeah.
Very rarely it's like an outbreak.
Yeah, because like when I visited Vietnam, they would tell me I had to be careful of ice. I have to be careful of eating at food stalls.
yes. Yeah.
But I never hear that about Singapore.
Yeah, no, because all our tap water is drinkable.
Yeah, drinkable. Yeah.
So if they use tap water to make ice, which everyone uses tap water to
Yeah.
make ice, it's completely fine. It all comes.
That looks good. Cheese, egg, onion, and curry.
Yeah. Out of three planes for all of us. Then we'll see what else we need.
This is what your first real meal, huh?
Yeah, in almost 40 hours.
48 hours. What did you get? You got seafood fry, kway tao, fish cake, squid rings,
Chicken soup.
chicken consomme, chilled mango sago. Oh, you get mango sago?
What's mango sago?
That's so good.
Is it?
I'm excited.
So excited. You Those are you, right?
Yeah, I had like 4 roti pratas.
Is going in the food vlog or in the AHP vlog?
Both.
Yeah, so good. Oh,
Is the quality good?
I don't even know. I think it's like the best thing I've ever had.
All right, there we go. Not crowded at all. Let's get some swims in here and fun. So today for my practice, I'm just doing warm-up dives for 15-20 minutes, which I did. Float around, warm up, and main set is 1 or 2 25s at 50 pace, and then 135 at 100 pace. Raphael swimming in here, doing his 6 500s. I got my 22 25s off the block now. I don't know how I'll film this. I'm just gonna set it up and. I feel very tired right now. This is a nice room. Yeah, moved to a different ward. And then we got Sean Joshua.
Literally 2 pieces.
Yeah.
So good.
It's so good, right?
余計にうまいよね。
Tofu bar for iron. Yeah.
Sean was finally discharged
Alright, we
on
got
his 3rd day
discharged.
in the hospital. The bleeding had stopped, and the diverts in his colon had sealed.
How are you feeling?
Very weak.
Very weak.
I can barely walk right now.
Straight out of the hospital, we got to hang out with Raphael. He took us to a Michelin-rated pork noodle restaurant, and over bowls of noodles, we learned more about his life, including his wife Sophie, a blind Paralympian, and their incredible story.
They tap her on the head to know. Now they tap her on the head. So there are 3 blind classifications: 11, 12, and 13. 13 is the one that is almost not blind. I mean, the ones that can see the best. 11 is the one that has the poorest vision. 12 and 13 is up to you if you want to tap, but 11 you kind of have to tap because she just moved to 11. They force you to back up on this.
How much can she see though?
So her disease is degenerative. So when she was younger, she could see a lot. So she'll know like exit signs.
It got worse over time.
She started at 12 and now she's at 11. So like if she's sitting here, it depends on the lighting. So if she's sitting here, she will see 3 figures. Oh, she obviously sees that maybe smaller. She'll definitely like not know who's unless like she feels.
I see.
Yeah, oh, but the things you guys are wearing white and black, so she sees in contrast. So she's completely colorblind. She sees in contrast, so she'll just know that all the lights are on sit.
We still had 2 more days until race day. Sean wouldn't be racing, but the focus shifted back to preparing for the meet.
Oh, my pops.
And then some fun with the whole crew at the pool.
This is Raphael. He saved Sean's life.
Okay. Hi, Chibo. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
God damn it.
Hi, Chibo. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. Oh my god!
Sorry, my hand was out to shake your
I
hand.
know they told me not to shake your hand.
So, you know when I laughed really hard in the hotel and you're like, what? Raphael texted me, I'm going to tell Sophie not to put her arm out to shake your hand.
I didn't see your hand. I was like, oh man, this is bad.
She's blind.
Yeah, I also went to shake your hand and then I saw the dog and I was like,
Earlier, we had lunch earlier and I asked Raphael, I was like, should I stick my hand out to shake her hand? He's like, yeah, she'll know. And he told her not to do it. I feel awkward.
Yeah, so it's Sophie's dad that referred us
thank you
to.
for
Yeah.
No worries, no
You guys
worries.
literally saved my life.
My dad saved your life. We were just the messengers, but I'm glad you're
It's
good.
all part of the chain.
Tebow, this is your lane right here. That's your lane.
5 kilos.
60. yeah, right.
Really special cat. You can't read all the way around. Not sure what it says. Let's find out. But before we continue, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button down below. Oh, wow. It says something else. I don't know. I don't speak this language. I don't speak this language. But this sign says ASP. I heard they're the #1 swim club in the world. I don't know. That's what I've heard. That's what I've seen.
Really hard to be here, just standing on deck while all your friends are swimming.
just to stand here and not participate. Pretty bummed I can't race anymore, but you know, at least I'm alive. Okay. Our YouTube. We're actually filming the YouTube right now. Oh. Here. All right. We're shooting the YouTube vlog right now.
Okay, hello guys, how are you? I just found so funny guys here that I saw in YouTube many times.
Awesome.
So, finally, I meet them personally. So
yeah, nice to meet you.
All the very good wishes for this competition.
Yeah. Our last day before the meet was filled with some small highlights, a little bit of training and a little bit of exploring.
At home in France.
Actually, yeah, it's not too bad right now.
And just like that, it was time to race.
Alright, so I'm here with Raphael and Jesus. We're all doing the 100 free today, right? That'll be exciting stuff.
Every time after a race, I always put all my tech suits in the fridge.
I've never heard that.
I don't know, I can't remember who told me, but it's worked because this suit is 10 years old and I just used it in July.
But it's like in the freezer or fridge?
Fridge.
Okay.
So that's why it's, yeah, so that's why it's cold and I guess it's condensed.
But isn't it hard to get on? Because it's like wet now.
I guess. Normally it's not wet. I don't know why it's so wet. Yeah, I don't know why it's so wet, but normally it's like cold and like yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was
I guess in Singapore though, that would feel nice when you put the cold tech suit on.
Alright, warm-up time. Call room.
The next day was Singapore's National Day. With no scheduled events, we finally had a chance to relax. We also had the special opportunity to train with Sophie, a two-time blind Paralympian. Her story deserves its own spotlight, so we'll share more in a separate video, including how she taught us to use blackout goggles. After that day of reset, 3 more days of competition still laid ahead.
Alright, Raphael.
Yeah.
How was your 2 free?
It's pretty good. The timing wasn't good, but the splits.
Split, yeah.
Perfect.
Actually, yeah, I think same. Splitting wise was pretty good, but race wise, just I couldn't move.
How much time do you add?
For my PB, 154 is my PB, so
8 seconds,
yeah.
8 seconds.
I mean, I'm not going to expect to go PB,
That's true, yeah.
but it's a Masters PB, so I'm happy with that. Masters PB, so. I don't think I've ever seen Tebow swim butterfly. What was time? 50 free day today. This is the one event that I've probably actually been kind of training for, so I'm pretty excited because I'm trying out this new stroke and trying out this new technique in the 50 free. So today's kind of the one day where I'm pretty focused on my race.
Better reaction time. 0.73 reaction time. 5.6. 10.7. 16.1. That's a PB for him. I think he's gonna go PB. 24.5. Best time. Alright, that was a PB for Sid. It's pretty interesting because he went PBs in his 15, which is a 5.6, 10.7 to the 25, which I believe is a PB, 16.1 to the 35, which is a PB for him. And then he ended up going a PB in the 50. So overall, pretty good. I forgot to count his strokes, so we'll have to watch the video again, but pretty good swim overall for Sid.
Alright, today is an off day for me. But Tebow is swimming the 200 breaststroke, so we came to watch, and I'm gonna film that. Today is mostly just gonna be for myself, just a fun day. We're going to Sentosa Island after this with Raphael, just to do some tourist things, and then we got the night safari tonight. So I'm gonna be pretty exhausted today. But personally, the meet is like kind of over in my head already. I didn't really train. I don't even know why I signed up for the 400. But I don't know why I did it, but because my main focus is kind of the 50 and 100 anyways. So tomorrow the 400 is also going to be kind of a fun day for me, just to see what I can hit. So I'm kind of excited for that. But I'm really excited to watch Tebow's 200 breaststroke because he had a really good 100. He's not training for the 200 right now, but it should be pretty exciting. So he's up in a couple heats, and then Sentosa Island after this.
We're going up in this world. We're going up. Go for it.
Thank you.
Here's one for Emmy.
Get the helmets on. Let's go. That's too small for you. Oh, okay. That's a nice view. Which one? Left? No, right.
Alright, it's our turn to man the camera. Say what's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
I sweat a lot. So Raphael's best lap was 35.4. I was 36.3. Sean was 36.5. Kate was 37.6.
Shafi was 37.8, Meaty 38.2. Dude, you got beat by him. We all got beat by this little kid.
Raphael's like, you guys.
Go, Sid! Sid just finished his 400 free. He split 102, 109, 111, and then 105. So it just tells you how important it is to race this event often, because you don't know how to pace. I think Sid wasn't quite sure how much he had in the reserve tank, so I think he took it a little bit too easy on that third 100, and obviously he had enough to bring home in 105. It just shows you how important it is to, one, race often, and then two, how important it is to actually train for the 400, because basically Sid's entire preparation, he trained with our pro group, and our pro group is all 50 guys, and he's been only trained 50 stuff, and it showed because he actually won a best time in the 50. But that 400, he kind of suffered, so it's a good experience, but it'll be interesting to see how he decides where he wants to take his training after this.
We finally wrapped up the meet. We're done.
This pool.
Yeah, it was a very nice pool.
Great pool.
Hosted very well. It was very enjoyable. I love the facility. It's very nice. This is my second Masters Worlds. Both times it's been a very good experience. So if you ever can swim at a Masters World Championships, I highly recommend that you do. Just because it's a good experience. I've met a lot of new friends, a lot of new people. And I had a lot of people come up saying they watch a YouTube channel, which is really cool. So thank you guys for watching that.
It's a great way to make swimming with, fun times, meeting people, just visiting the city. It's also a good way for you to kind of get out of your usual swim mates. You know how you're going to go to nationals. It's something extra, something a little bit more to do to that environment that makes you want to swim faster. So it's pretty cool. I swim with your program.
Oh, nice. Oh,
cool. Yeah, for this.
So that was actually kind of cool. That was he was on ASP Swim.
ASP Swim.
He's on ASP Swim, doing the exact same programs that Santo, Calvin, Santi, Marina, Natalie, Nicola are doing. So if you want to join that program and do the exact same workouts that we're doing to prep for LA Olympics, go ahead and check the description below.
And just like that, we wrapped up Singapore on a high note. It started off rough, but we ended with some PBs and medals. We've got a lot of exciting projects and videos coming up, so stay tuned for those.